Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Glad you guys could tune in. I want to thank all you long-time subscribers I've got. You guys are, I love when I do a video. I'm always eager to see what you guys have got to say. Oh, and I want to thank all the new subscribers that have joined. I hope you guys are getting a little something out of my content. I try to make these videos as interesting as possible. And having said that, I have no experience with YouTube videos or any of this stuff, just since I've started this channel. And I'm kind of getting a little better. I've bought me a little fancy tripod deal I've got set up here using. And I'm learning some more things about growing a channel. It's funny how I'll get subscribers one day and lose subscribers the next. I don't really know what's going on there. It had never dawned on me that people would unsubscribe from a channel. Of course, I'm kind of a blunt and honest guy, and a lot of people don't like truth. A lot of people don't like getting their feelings hurt. They like to be told what they want to hear. That's why smooth talking politicians are a thing. We know while they're talking that they're just pieces of shit. But man, it's nice. It's nice being told what you want to hear. People appreciate being told what they want to hear, and they'll go vote for those guys. They'll go vote for those guys. That's why we don't have no fucking country today. Pardon my language. Man, I got carried away there. Ooh. I don't know if I can delete that. I don't think I can. That's why we have no country today. But what I do have today, guys, is a new pistol. This is a pistol that I have wanted forever. And I really don't know how to answer why I never did get one. It was just, they've always been available, and they're not an expensive pistol. I just always got something else when I got to where I could buy a gun. I would always just get something else, you know. But I got me a Heritage Rough Rider 6.5-inch barrel, old single action, old cowboy style pistol. I just love these. Oh, I've got a fractured hand, by the way. Remember I done the video on being able to shoot with your offhand, which is something I've realized since this happened is very important. Oh, after about a week of swelling and hurting all the way up into my shoulder, and realizing that evidently there's something going on here because I've always been a super fast healer. I mean, quite somewhat amazing how fast I'll heal from an injury, from cuts to sprained ankles to just whatever. This just kept getting worse. Went to the doctor and they done x-rays and fractured hand. And it sucks, to be honest with you. Hard to be a good mechanic with a fractured hand. And it's also hard to be an accurate shooter with your offhand. Unless you practice. But yeah, it's doing better. And of course, they made me feel real good when they was telling me how I have clear signs of carpal tunnel and tendonitis that are going to be long-term problems. But that's just the way it is. You can't worry about that stuff. But of all these I have seen in gun shops and things of that nature and had opportunities to buy, I found I had never purchased anything on an auction before, an online auction. Well, I found an online auction with a bunch of guns, new guns, and they had about 15 of these. They was all about the same, and all of them was the same price. Somebody had went on there and bid 150 bucks on every one of these, and I had bid on a couple of them. And as soon as I would bid like 135 because you don't know what they had bid at that time. I would bid $5 over whatever it showed, and it would go right on. So, the gift of hindsight, I know now that somebody had bid 150 on all of them. So after I bid on a couple of them and got up to like 145, I got to thinking, well, I'm going to just look down through there because there was only minutes to go in the auction. And I went down the list. They was all the same, but there this one was. This has got the case hardened steel. And this one also came with the extra cylinder. It's got the 22 mag cylinder. So this is you've got a 22 long rifle plus 22 Magnum. And it was the same situation. So I thought, well, there's the one I'm going to bid on if I'm going to see if I can get one. But now, it was already getting to the point, this is new in the box. I got to fill out this little warranty paper and turn in. But you can see from there, it's got the pistol and it's got the extra cylinder. Which that was huge. That made it worth more than the others. So I went on with the bidding, and at 155, I got the bid. And there was like 7 minutes to go. So, I sat there and sort of smothered it out and waited. And nobody bid more than 155. And after the auction was over, I got this one, which was, in my opinion, the best Heritage Rough Rider 22 that was on that auction, because it came with the extra cylinder and it's the case hardened. I wanted a 6.5 inch barrel. That just gives you a little bit better. That gives you a better sight radius, which will make you more accurate. That gives you a little more velocity. Several things better about a 6.5 inch barrel in this type of weapon, which is only going to be a range weapon. You know, if I was going to carry that, then that would be the exact opposite. You wouldn't want a 6.5 inch barrel because it would aggravate the shit out of you trying to carry it around all day. It would be in your way. It would be catching on stuff, and you would be like, why would anybody carry this? How did Wyatt Earp and Wild Bill Hickok and those guys, Doc Holliday, how did they carry them all day? Well, they was tough. They weren't a bunch of little pampered, educated wussies like what we've got running around today. And also, they actually needed things like accuracy and that extra sight radius and that extra shell velocity, because they kind of lived and died by the sword, so to speak. But yeah, I wanted to bring that to the channel, guys. Finally got me a Heritage Rough Rider. I'm sure a bunch of you guys have got them and shoot them. Please share your stories with them. Anything you've got. I love all this stuff, guys. I read all the comments. I'm just always crack up at the stuff that you guys have got. And I always learn something. Every time I do a video, and a lot of my videos have been trying to bring some basic things to other people, and I've touched on many of my videos. My stuff is all about just kind of basic, simple stuff. I keep it real and I keep it simple. Live my life the same way. I'm not a fancy type of guy. I'm not a complicated guy. I believe if you tell somebody you're going to do something, do it. I believe in being honest. I believe in being fair with everybody, and I don't believe in taking no shit from nobody. And that just makes for a good society both ways. When everybody has that approach, it just works. Everybody's good. I like to help other people. Nothing I love more than helping other people. And touching on that, this is about my Heritage pistol. I try to keep my videos down, and I just talk too much. I can't help it. But here in Eastern Kentucky, I have not been bothered by this at all. 60 miles from here, I have friends and family that have just been devastated with flooding. If you guys are people that pray, would like to ask for your prayers. In about a week, or it may be more, I think it's going to get to where we can actually help these people. You can't get to these people right now. There's people, Hazard, Kentucky, there's people right now that are unreachable by anything but helicopter. The death toll is up over 20 now, and I'm talking about this is small, rural area. The roads are washed out and gone. The power lines, the power poles, all that's gone. The roads that broke off and vanished, and then where they stayed, the hills broke off and filled the roads full of trees and mud and debris. Hazard, Kentucky got over 12 inches of rain in a 24-hour period. And over the one night, they got like 8.6 inches of rain, and that's what really got everybody. I mean, I have friends over there that woke up and heard their barns and things being washed away. Some people was that fortunate. Some people got washed away in their sleep. People tried to cross. Never try to cross running water, guys. Never try to cross water in a car. There's been all kinds of people. There's hundreds of people missing, and they have found many cars that people, I guess, they tried to cross things and the people's not in them. And they're most likely dead. You know, I mean, it's just a sad thing. That's a little bit off topic, but that's certainly more of an important thing than anything else here I've got to talk about. But getting back onto my Heritage, because we have to go forward. We have to we have to be happy and have a positive outlook on everything, even the decline of America. We have to hope that things turn around. But because I got the gun, I had to. I've never shot a 22 Magnum, guys. I didn't realize that, but I got thinking about it today. I didn't have any 22 Magnum ammo. There was none in our local Walmart. They had one box left at the gun shop, and it was $19.95. Now, at a Walmart 30 miles down the road last weekend, I saw a 100-round box of 22 Magnum for $21.99. I wish I'd bought them, and it crossed my mind. I didn't. But now these are probably pretty good ammo right here. But I'll have to get some cheaper ammo to plink around with this much because this is fairly expensive. I mean, you're talking about 40 cents a shot. But I also learned something. 22 WMR, that's Winchester Magnum rimfire, and it's the same thing, 22 mag. There's no difference right there. It's just a different name for the identical same shell. And I didn't realize that, despite my entire life being growing up around firearms and guns, and my dad owning a gun shop. Just never really. 22 Magnum is not really a popular round around here, to be honest with you, in Eastern Kentucky. It has recently become more popular though, and I think I might be interested in getting a little 22 Magnum LCR Ruger LCR pistol, maybe as a carry weapon. But maybe not. That'd be something on down the road. My wife's going to kill me if I ain't careful. For the first time in 3 years, I saw a box of 357 Magnum ammo on the shelf today, guys, in London, Kentucky. And this looks like good ammo. Of course, I've got my fingers crossed about that. I hope it'll work through my cowboy rifle, my 357 38 cowboy rifle. That remains to be seen. I will find out here soon. Very good looking rounds. Flat nose. 357, 158 grain. These was $38.95, and I didn't need them. I've got a few boxes, and I don't really shoot a lot of 357. But now, if they'll work through this cowboy rifle, I will. But even at that, that's pretty expensive to get out plinking in a cowboy rifle. But that is something interesting for the first time. It's been literally 3 years since I've seen a box of 357 Magnum ammunition on the shelf for sale in London, Kentucky. So that's a little bit of a good sign. Of course, that box, the last time I seen a box of that, it would probably would have been $19.99, so it's doubled. But what has it? Milk today was $5.72 at Walmart for a gallon of milk. That was Borden brand. But anyway, I just wanted to bring this to the channel, guys. If you've got any, I'm sure there'll be some stories and experiences with you guys with these little Heritage pistols. You could pick these up for under $200, and like I said, I bought this one on an auction and got it for. I won the auction. I think it was $155, and you have to pay a 10% buyer's premium, and then tax. And they're just like you have to fill out a firearm form when you get it, just like you do at a gun shop. I have my concealed carry, so I didn't have to do no weight or anything. But it was a really good experience, the auction was. I actually enjoyed it, and I will be back on the auction if my wife doesn't kill me, which that could happen at any time. But guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe, please. And hopefully you can drop back in for my next video, and we will catch you on that time. Take care.